Hey Pisces Kingdom, I'm tuning in for a reading today. I already went ahead and pre-shuffled and laid out the spread to make these readings a little bit shorter. The energy coming in is the Ten of Swords. So this feels like a past energy. This is what you're kind of emerging from. The Ten of Swords is a painful ending, okay? This is 10 swords, whatever kind of challenges or painful situations you've been going through. If it feels like it was out of your control or outside of you or some kind of betrayal, whatever this is, right? This Ten of Swords, although it's a painful card, it's the ending, right? So it's official. Like, there is no more need for you to continue to stay in this energy, right? So this is an official clearing. Again, it's the most painful card, but nothing comes after this, right? So it's like it's done and over. Any kind of struggle, any kind of difficulty, any kind of betrayal. Ten of Swords is almost like a full surrender card because there's nothing you can do, right? It feels like it's outside of your hands. But this is the general energy. So whatever difficulties, whatever you've been going through, this is the ending. This is the official sign that it's over and done with. So yeah, I'm getting Five of Wands energy coming in with the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. This may have been people around you, multiple people around you. Yesterday we had the Three of Cups in the reverse. Today we have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse and the Five of Wands. So that tells me that it was energies outside of you, right? That's why you couldn't really control it. That's why you had to really just allow the ending to come through and pray for better days, right? Knowing that even though this is the most painful card, knowing that the sun will rise, right, the next day, and that it will all be over, right? And so we go Ten of Swords to the sun coming in. So again, whatever it is that you went through, it's not to kind of stay in that energy or to kind of let that, like, it's not like a wallowing energy. That's not how I'm getting it, but it's a very painful thing. Like, this is not something that you can just shake off, right? This is not something that you could just get up one day and pretend it never happened. But the good sign is it's the ending, right? There's no more effery. There's no more swords that can, be stabbed through her back anymore, because it's like it's the end. It's over, right? So yeah, whatever chapter that was in your life has officially closed out, and this is the better days coming in. The sun is about to rise in your life. Okay, this is why people say, like, rock bottom is the best place you can be, because there's no going further down. The only way is up, so it's a guarantee that you're gonna go up. And this is your moment, right? So Ten of Swords being the general energy, Knight of Pentacles, any kind of delays, any kind of stagnation, anything that was taking too long that was outside of you, this is the ending of it. Like, this is the slowest moving knight out of the entire tarot deck, right? In the reverse, it means that you're getting out of that energy. So anything that was slow, anything that was delayed or stagnant completely, like just not moving at all, this is the ending. This is official. So I don't know what this is for you specifically, but we do have your first three cards being Pentacles. So it's something to do with your material life, with your 3D life, okay? So the physical things in your life could be money, taxes, commitments, partnerships, working together in some kind of collaboration or work environment, investments, inheritances, like that kind of thing, right? Because we're talking Pentacles. So this is where you might have seen a lot of, like, you might have seen a big impact in this area, but mostly in the swords, right? Mostly in the mind, right? This is kind of like going over the events, kind of thinking about it. But yeah, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, it's official. Any kind of delays, this is cleared out of your energy. Also, Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Now you'll have a better sense of who you can work with, who you can't work with, who you can trust, who you can't trust. Because this card here in the upright, it's kind of like they're all working together to kind of sew this together, right? It looks like they're in some kind of like teamwork, collaboration to build this, whatever this thing is, mandala or whatever. But in the reverse, I don't know if you can kind of see here, it kind of looks like as she's sewing it, she could also be pulling it apart, right? Like, she could also be pulling that string apart. As these two are kind of like building it, she's kind of like pulling it apart. So what this is telling me is that maybe someone in your environment, it's like you were working towards something, you thought everybody was on the same page, but some people's actions or their intentions or their hidden motives or agendas were working against what you were trying to work towards, right? So if you were trying to build something together, one of these people, okay, was not aligned with that, either consciously or unconsciously was working against what you were trying to work towards, right? So Three of Pentacles in the reverse, you realized what that situation was in your life, who that person was, what was getting in the way. And again, with the Three of Pentacles and the Five of Wands, these are energies outside of you. So it's not necessarily coming from you, it's coming from your environment and from the people around you, okay? Maybe people in your family, maybe people in your community, people that you've partnered up with in an investment or in your own business or in the workplace, whatever it is, someone or maybe even multiple people, Five of Wands, were kind of working against what you were working towards, okay? Not to say that they're bad people, maybe they are, I don't know, but subconsciously or consciously, it was kind of working against what you were trying to go for, because Knight of Swords is someone who's very determined, very steadfast. He sees the goal and he goes towards it. He wears blinders, by the way, and this is an air card. He's the fastest moving knight out of the entire tarot deck. So we start with the slowest moving knight, okay, and then we move on to the fastest moving knight, meaning he has he's very intelligent, okay, he's very witty, he's very fast, right, very steadfast, very confident. It's like once he gets the clarity, he just goes, like he just takes action. Like he doesn't let it simmer, he doesn't go through analysis paralysis, he doesn't do any of that. Like he is an action taking knight and the fastest one of them all. So it's like you're going from this energy to this one, right? Because you receive some kind of clarity, right? Maybe it could be in regards to these energies here. Multiple people, could be, again, 2 women, 3 men, okay? Or it could be some kind of dynamic where all 3 of you were working towards something while one of them was kind of like working against it. But yeah, these are energies outside of you. So don't think that whatever adversity or hardship or betrayal you went through, don't think that it was something that, because sometimes we try to justify everything where, you know, it was a lesson, right? But sometimes you don't need those kinds of lessons, you know? Sometimes you already have those lessons. It's like, how many times do you have to learn the same lesson, right? It's just something about learning who to associate with, learning what you can trust people with. And I'm gonna just say this, Pisces, you know this already. So you're very intuitive and you pick up on the undercurrents, you pick up on the vibe, everything that happens. Your intuition always tells you before it even happens. So if you've ever doubted your intuition when it comes to the people around you, right, or certain investments or businesses or collaborations or even like an inheritance, you know, it's all pentacles, these 3 first cards. So it's in relation to money and 3D stuff and like contracts and commitments and things like that, physical stuff, right? Now you know if like your intuition told you, hey, you can't trust everybody here, or maybe these people have ulterior motives or hidden agendas, right? Not all of them are your friends, not all of them want to see you happy. It's like something about your intuition, it's like you might have already known, okay? You might have already had a feeling intuitively that these people did not have your best interests at mind or at heart. And so it's kind of just confirming that, right? Whatever you went through in the past was because your intuition was on point. It was correct. And so now you're learning how to like trust your intuition to the point where you're immediately taking action rather than letting it unfold, right? Like giving them the benefit of the doubt, right? It's not to think negatively, right? But it is the fact that you do have an overly developed intuition. Pisces, like you don't even have to tell me, your visions, your dreams, they come true, right? It's for a reason. You're very tapped in, you're very in tune. And so with the Knight of Swords, it's just about honoring that, right? When you get that intuitive nudge, right? That gut feeling, when you're doing business deals, it's like sometimes you have that gut feeling. You're like, okay, these investors are the ones, or this client's gonna buy, right? Like you have those intuitive nudges, right? Rather than just kind of sticking around, giving the benefit of the doubt, right? Like it's kind of like acting on your intuition, acting on that clarity, acting on the information as it comes in. This is how you're going to cut through any of this energy, because Knight of Pentacles is stagnation and it's stalling, okay? Could be because you've been in this energy, or could be because of what happened with these people around you, right? Like maybe some of them were not really like on board, right? Maybe they didn't have the same level of interest that you had. It's like you can't teach ambition. You can't teach that. So if you guys were together in some kind of collaboration or business deal or work environment, or some kind of inheritance situation, it's like they didn't have the same priorities and they were actually holding up the process or the project. And it's like, here's like you cut cords, Knight of Swords, you're going fast. And it's kind of like the things that you can control, the things that are within your path, right? That you can focus your energy and be very deliberate, and you know that that's what's going to make the difference for you, this is what you're deciding to do, rather than bringing on all these people, right? Or giving them the benefit of the doubt. And it's not like you're losing faith in humanity or in people, but you're just learning your place, right? So Knight of Swords, I don't know what you're going after. I don't know what this goal is for you, but we go 10 of Swords to Knight of Swords. So this is kind of like being driven again. It's kind of like coming up to the surface, getting a breath of fresh air and coming back into clarity, coming back to your goals, coming back to, it's like you got your edge back, right? It's like you thought you lost it there for a second, because again, these are opposing knights right here. Completely opposite energies. Slowest to fastest, and again, it's in the reverse, so this is not good. So it's like you abandoned one of these energies for another. It's like you traded the Knight of Pentacles for the Knight of Swords, okay? So this is actions over words. This is actions over ideals, right? Or wishful thinking. This is, what can I do right here, right now that's going to make a difference? That's going to take me right here, right? 5 of Wands. You still have some energies around you, okay? This 5 of Wands that could be challenging, could be a little bit toxic, could be a little bit competitive, could create chaos or bring drama. This is the drama card, and you don't really need to take a part in this, right? You see how they're all kind of competing for the same thing? 11:11 on the clock, by the way. They're kind of competing for the same thing. They don't care who they have to step on. They don't care what they have to do to get to that fire. But the thing is, this is not what you're going for. You're not going for this little bit of fire, okay? Your sights, okay, are on something so much greater. Your sights are on the sun, right? How long is that little bit of fire gonna last you versus the sun? Like, you have something bigger in mind. So it's like this is beneath you, okay? Not to say that you're looking down on them, not at all, but it's like you have the bigger picture in mind, and this is how you're taking action. Like, you're not taking action in the moment, right? Like, what's gonna make you feel better right now, or what's gonna get you to the next step right now. Like, you're seeing the bigger picture, and this is why you're so driven. It's like these people can only see what's in front of them, right? And I don't know who these people are for you, but all I know is that this 5 of Wands is connected to the 3 of Pentacles, which is connected to the 10 of Swords. Whoever these people or these acquaintances, I don't know who they are for you, right? Could be family, could be community, could be partners or investors or people from your workplace. I don't know who they are to you, but what I do know is they brought a lot of chaos. They brought a lot of drama, and for a lot of you, betrayal. 10 of Swords, okay? This is the general energy. You're gonna know if this is your reading, okay? It's gonna resonate because I didn't expect it to come so specific. We haven't even clarified yet, and it's coming in already. But yeah, Knight of Swords, you have the bigger picture in mind, right? In mind, and this is not gonna, like, you're not gonna go for that little bit of fire. Like, this is beneath you, right? It's like apples to oranges. You guys are not even playing in the same game. But the thing here is that they're still around you. They may be trying to follow you. 6 of Swords in the reverse. Like, you may be going to, you may be transitioning, or you may be traveling, right? You may be moving, or you're moving on to bigger and better things. And this is why they're still around you. Like, they want to see what you're up to, and they may be wanting to follow you to this new land. It's like they've created a lot of chaos in your life, but they still trust your decision making. Like, they trust the way that you make decisions, your way of thinking. Like, they know you're intelligent, like they know you're going somewhere. It's just kind of like trying to tailgate off of your momentum, trying to follow you, okay? But bringing this pettiness, like, seriously, this is pettiness. This 3 of Pentacles to the 5 of Wands, that's petty energy. I don't know who this is for you, but 6 of Cups in the reverse, this is someone from your past. And I don't even want to say someone, I want to say multiple people from your past. This is petty energy right here. Some of you may have already known who these people are. 6 of Cups in the reverse, some of these people may want reconciliation, but the thing is, you're gonna go faster with the Knight of Swords. You need to keep your head clear, okay? Because you're almost to the sun. There's just these 2 obstacles here. The fact that they're kind of around you, right? Like, you keep kind of transitioning, and they keep transitioning right after you. Like, they're following your lead, they're following your guidance. But at the same time, it's like they're not bringing their A game, and on top of that, they're bringing these energies that could be very chaotic, very petty, very competitive, and even toxic for some of you, okay? Because 3 of Pentacles is not working well together. So it's all connected. Yeah, 6 of Cups. Some of them may want reconciliation with you, but Spirit is saying watch out, okay? Watch out, because if you kind of allow these energies to seep in, it could very well take you back to Knight of Pentacles. slow moving energy, stalling, lack of movement, lack of motivation. It's like you can't really teach them ambition or how to see the bigger picture. Like, these are the kinds of people that will do anything to kind of get to the next step, right? They're not thinking bigger. Like, they don't even think about the consequences. They don't even think about the karma associated with doing something shady, okay? 10 of Swords to 5 of Wands. I'm going to say that some of these people might have been the ones that betrayed you, okay? It's in the past. Whatever this betrayal is, whatever this ending is in the past. But some of these people may be connected to that, or maybe the ones that were a part of this betrayal. Yeah, 6 of Cups, people from your past. There's still emotional baggage or an emotional attachment here. I don't know if it's them to you or you to them. Could go both ways. 6 of Cups is the final card. Some of these energies may be trying to come back in the form of reconciliation, but they don't have, like, that's not what's truly in their heart, okay? They may just feel like they lack direction and you have a direction, and they may be trying to kind of tailgate off of your momentum. Okay, so enough of them, okay? Because I have to bring it up because we're seeing it 3 times here. 5 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, and the reverse of 10 of Swords. They are connected to your past, whoever these people are. Multiple people. Could be 3 people, could be 5. But I'm getting multiple energies. It's not just one person. So yeah, so your goal is to keep your energy straight, like clean, clear. Do not allow these energies to divert your attention. Knight of Swords, you are very determined, and you are seeing clearly. You will attain success, okay? It's a guarantee. This Knight of Swords is what leads you straight into the sun. Your happiest cycle in your life. The sun is card number 19. 1 plus 9 is 10. That's the next 10-year cycle of your life. It's like you closed a 10, okay? Could have been the last 10-year cycle in your life, all right? But you're stepping into a brand new cycle, which is the sun. So a lot of happiness, and the sun is a big yes card, so it's good. Like, we had this card yesterday, and it's coming up again, so it's a continuation. This is why the Knight of Swords is so driven, because he sees the bigger vision. Why is he going to fight for a little bit of fire when he can have the sun, right? It's like you're seeing bigger, and they don't understand that. They only know that you're going somewhere, and that's why they're trying to tailgate with the 6 of Swords. So yeah, 6 of Cups to 6 of Swords. There might be an interest here when it comes to material goods, resources, opportunities, money, right? Because we have the 6s and we have the Pentacles. Like, this might be the reason why they're trying to reattach themselves to you or remain connected to you. Because we only have 1 Cups energy, and this is more emotional. I don't know if you have an emotional connection to these people, or like if you care about them, right? Or at some point you did, or if they might have an emotional connection to you. I don't know. But the 6 of Cups is wanting to reconcile, right? It's like wanting to save a sinking ship. That's what I'm getting from that. Because what they did, okay, I don't know if they're directly connected to this, but I know that these are the 3 of Pentacles to the 5 of Wands. I don't know if the 6 of Cups is the same energy, but they're directly connected to this betrayal. It's like, yeah, you can forgive them. It's like, yeah, forgive them, but access denied, right? It's like they already showed you the side of them. It's not really about holding a grudge. It's seeing a side of them that you already know that they have, right? So it's not like you can ignore that. Forgiveness is a whole different thing than tolerating, right? Or allowing them to come back into your inner circle. Like, that's a completely like different thing. So it's like something to not confuse that. Like, yeah, if they want forgiveness, 6 of Cups, it's in your best interest to forgive them. But there's something here about not bringing them back into your inner circle because they already showed you what they're capable of, right? If they do it once, they'll do it again. People do change, but you have a better bet going for people that have good morals, good values, and principles. And that, honestly, whether spiritual or not spiritual, they believe in consequences, right? They believe in karma, so they know that they can't act that way, right? Because it comes back. So it's like you have a better bet of either going at it alone, right? Or only connecting with people that already have those morals and those principles, that moral compass, right? Because if they already showed you what they're capable of, forgive them, yes, but access denied, right? Like, that's what I'm getting there. I just keep hearing, like, access denied, right? Like, not to your inner circle. Yeah, because for some of you, you might still care. Like, you might still have love for them, right? Different kind of love, but maybe you still care for them. Okay, so yeah, the sun coming in. I'm gonna have to clarify the Six of Swords. I want to know a little bit more. Holy Spirit, why is the Six of Swords and what is this about? Can you tell us more? What is your advice for Pisces in regards to the Six of Swords in the reverse? Two of Cups. Why the Two of Cups? Page of Pentacles. The Hierophant. So you're being divinely guided by the Hierophant, okay? Hierophant is someone who has that connection to the divine. Like, they have a very high level position and status when it comes to the divine. It's someone who's literally went upstairs. Like, they've gone to heaven. Like, they've talked to God. Not everybody has been able to achieve this, right? This is why the Hierophant is a major arcana. Not everybody's on this level, especially when it comes to spirituality. A lot of people pray, right? A lot of people meditate, but very few people have had that connection, whether to the angels, to their higher self, to ascended masters, and very few people have actually talked to God. Like, that's actually not very common. Like, most of the time you pray and then you wait for a sign, right? Or you read the scriptures, or it's like that. But the Hierophant is someone who's heard God's voice. Like, this is why he's blissed out. It's like he's learned the secrets of the universe. He knows what's on the other side, and that's why he's not worried. It's like, oh wow, like this whole thing's a joke, right? Like, this whole life thing is a game, right? Like, that's how blissed out he is. So someone who gets an opportunity to come back, right? Someone who gets a chance to stay there, right? Or come back and teach what it is that he knows. And so Hierophant, you have a very high level in spirituality. Like, you may be a very old soul, and you may also be someone who's been very dedicated to your spirituality and finding meaning and like a deeper why into things. Like, you may have been that like kid, or like that the truth-seeking kid that is like, why this and why that, and like trying to understand why we're here, right? Like, you may have been that person. It's like, you don't just look at things like face value and just kind of like drown yourself in entertainment or in surface level kind of things. Like, you were the one that maybe felt a little bit empty, right? Like, the one that started to seek, like, you knew there was more to this world, right? And it took you on some kind of a journey, some kind of a path. Where Hierophant, el que busca encuentra, right? Like, you went seeking and finally you found what it is that you were looking for, the Hierophant. Yeah, okay, this is beautiful. And also number 5 is a number of freedom. Like, whatever it is that you were able to communicate with the divine, right? Some of you talk to God, like straight up. I'm getting the fact that some of you already talked to God, like you heard God's voice. It's like maybe before you used to connect through the angels or through your higher self or through the ascended masters or just through prayer and meditation and kind of looking out for signs or connecting to the scriptures. Whoever you are, okay, if this is your reading, you're gonna know who you are. You went to the other side, you connected to the divine, and now you're able to have that direct line of communication. Like, you have that stairway to heaven directly. So again, it's like you don't really need a middleman, right? You don't need anybody to get in the way of you and your faith, because you've been able to establish that for yourself. The thing with religion is the purpose is to get us closer to God, right? But a lot of people have taken that and done with it what is most beneficial and convenient to them. That's why there's a lot of like corruption. A lot of people have lost faith in religion and the church, right? Because it tries to get in the middle, right? And it tries to give you all these rules and these scriptures, which again, in times of need, like sometimes you need that like rigid like rules and structures and like that guidebook to kind of get yourself back on the path. But once you've established a connection to the divine for yourself, then you don't need a middleman, right? You know exactly how to connect, right? And so whoever you are, Hierophant, you hold a very high level in the spiritual realm. And there's something here that you're meant to teach with the Hierophant. Like, there's some knowledge, some wisdom that you're meant to share. And this is where your joy and your bliss and your fulfillment comes from, okay? It doesn't come from like these earthly things. Like, these things matter to you, obviously, because we live in a material world, but you do have a greater purpose. You do have a greater vision here. You're so connected. Again, major arcana to major arcana. I'm getting goosebumps, guys. I don't know what this is for you. I don't know what you heard or what you saw on the other side, or what your divine, like, it's like a hotline bling. It's like you have the divine on speed dial. Like, it's like you have an established connection, and this is how you get your guidance. This is how, believe it or not, this is how you stay grounded. Like, you don't stay grounded because you're so connected to this earth. It's like you're more connected to the divine, but at least keeping one foot on the ground is how you're able to master manifest. And what I'm getting here with the Five of Wands, this can also be a little bit of envy, right? It can also be a little bit of envy of like not knowing why you always have a sense of direction, not knowing why it is that you always know what your guidance is, and how you're able to like with full I don't know if the right word would be confidence or conviction, but it's like you follow that guidance, you follow that advice without asking questions, with no doubts, right? Anytime that you have doubts, or anytime that you kind of doubt your guidance, is when you allow other people to step in. And this is why the betrayal happened, okay? I'm getting whoever you are already tuned in. You already know what to do in every single moment. You already have an innate guidance with you that's always been like tuned in, right? It's like your GPS, like you've always had that in you. And whenever you kind of open up and let people in, this is when you've experienced heartbreak and betrayal. And it's not saying to shut out the world, it's just saying to learn who you are as a person, where your guidance and your direction comes from, and not letting anyone kind of take you away from that, because these people are lost, okay? Sorry, not sorry. Whoever these people are in your life, they're lost, okay? They're trying to find their way up, okay? Whatever they can do to kind of get one foot up, okay? Either walking on each other, like walking on top of each other, walking all over each other, whatever it is. As you can see, they're kind of, this is kind of like a pit. I don't know if you guys can see with the reflection here, but this is kind of like, you see how dark it is? It's kind of like they're making their way up this darkness, right? And the little bit of light that they see, that they perceive, is the light that you hold, right? And so they're trying to get closer to that light, and they don't mind if they have to take it, steal it, cheat their way into it. Like, this is that kind of energy. I've never really liked this card. There is a positive side to this card, which again is kind of like, the thing is, you're competing against yourself, right? And the positive side to this card is being motivated by competition, right? But the thing is, you're on your own lane. You're playing your own game. Like, there is no, this like apples to oranges. It's a whole different ball game. They're chasing a little bit of fire when you're chasing the sun. This is different, right? It's like, yeah, you're on to bigger and better things, but just keep this in mind, because these energies are still around you. Six of Cups in the reverse. Some of these energies may be trying to reconcile with you. It's like forgiveness granted, access denied kind of situation. You can forgive them, right? But it doesn't mean that you have to let them in. It's like things can't go back to how they used to be. They can't. They simply can't, because this is the 10. There's no going back from the 10. Like, it's done and over, right? It's kind of like, again, it's like you get a blank sheet of paper and you kind of crumble it up, right? Even if you try to straighten it out, it's going to have those creases on there, right? It's kind of like that. It's like it cannot go back to the way that it used to be. I don't know if you opened up your heart to them, or you trusted them, or they were some kind of advisors when it came to business. I don't know who these people were for you, okay? But I'm seeing an emotional connection for some of you. Whether you still care about them, you know, from afar, or they still have an emotional connection to you, I don't know. But this is reconciliation right there. But yeah, again, your sights, your target has to be on the bigger goal, because if you kind of become short-sighted, you can very well lose your way. And so this is what I'm getting. They don't have that connection to the divine. They're chasing the little bit of fire, the little bit of light they can find, whereas look at all the light that you've achieved from following your spiritual path and your calling, right? The thing is, Joe Rogan says this a lot. He's like, he lives his life like he's always like on camera, right? Because you are. The divine is always watching you, and this is when you're tested. Not how people perceive you, not how you show up to the world, right? Not whatever, you know, whatever you've built your character or your avatar to be. That's not what spirit sees. Like, your angels, the divine, they hear every single thought. They feel every single emotion off of you, right? Like, so you are on camera 24/7. And so this is why you were granted access. Like, they see the purity of heart. I don't know if you've been like a truth seeker your whole life, trying to understand the world or the universe. A lot of people, because it's so like complicated, they'd rather like not worry about that, right? Like, they just rather think about the moment and they live day to day. But whoever you are, like, you've always had that wonder within you, and you've knocked on those doors until they open, right? In Spanish, there's a saying, el que busca encuentra. If you seek, you will eventually find. Baby, be careful. Sorry guys, these guys are like sleeping right underneath the table. It's just like, I hope they don't knock down this little setup thing. Yeah, so Page of Pentacles. So this is important here, because this, okay, so this is a really common thing that a lot of people who start to go through ascension or like your spiritual awakening, like this is, okay, it's actually funny to me, but the Hierophant is, you start ascending, you really do. Like you start to regenerate like your body, your organs, your way of thinking, like you start to achieve very high levels of like bliss. Like it's kind of like if you were on, like people would even think that you're on something, right? But you're not. It's the kind of joy and bliss that comes from the divine. Like you're whacked literally on love. And it's not easily achieved, right? You have to have that connection to the divine. You can read the scriptures all you want, but it's just going to be in your head. It's just going to be logic. You really have to experience it. And it's not just like cheesy, like with your heart. Like once you achieve these high levels, like some people meditate a lot until they achieve these levels of bliss, right? Some people fast, some people do practices or go to ceremonies or take plant medicine, whatever it is that they do to get to these high levels of consciousness. You're just someone who does it naturally now. Like you've been able to work on yourself to the point where you're very, very intentional with everything that you do. And so some people may perceive you as like being on something, right? Because you're just so blissed out, but it's coming from the divine. So what's important about this, and this is what's funny, is when people start to rise, in terms of like ascending, you literally feel lighter. Like you literally start to tap into a whole new world, right? Like you view everything through rose-colored glasses, because if you die, right? Like if you seen the end, like if you crossed over, then you know this whole thing's just a game, right? You know not to take life too seriously. Like that's why he's laughing. He's like, oh my God, like some people take it so serious, right? Some people are living day to day and they're fighting for a little bit of fire when they can focus on the sun, when they can focus on the bigger things. So this is why he's blissed out, because he has so much to teach, so much to bring from the other realm into this one. And so this is what's important. Page of Pentacles, don't allow yourself to just kind of be flying in the ethers, because a lot of people, when they get to the stage, they literally stop eating, right? They stop doing a lot of the things that bring more density into the body, because they feel like they're about to just ascend into a cloud and then just go to heaven, right? And partly, yeah, it's true, like your consciousness will, but you still have an earthly body. So part of the balance here, which is a very beautiful like depiction, is staying grounded at least 1 foot, okay? At least 1 foot in this earthly realm, so that you can master manifest your way into the things. It's like whoever you are, you're a blueprint holder. So you're bringing a lot of information from the heavenly realms, right? About this new world, about building heaven on earth, about how you want your legacy to be, about what it is that you want to do with your life now. This is someone who's on a soul mission, okay? Like you've tapped into your real purpose, okay? Not just like, because we have many missions that are associated to our purpose, and it's an umbrella, right? Whoever you are, you tapped into your core purpose. And so now it's a matter of like, not just tapping into that, but also being able to master manifest it into reality. So this is the perfect combination, and there's a union right in the middle, okay? So a lot of you may have received some messages, or you've heard the calling or gotten some guidance about your purpose, about your calling. And again, don't overthink it. Don't take it too serious, because your mission will change based on the chapter that you are in your life, right? So don't get super stuck on one thing, okay? But whoever you are, the Hierophant, you are meant to be some kind of spiritual guide or spiritual teacher, and bring more of this heavenly, blissful, joyful energy into earth, okay? And this is where the union happens. There is some kind of a merger between the Hierophant and the Page of Pentacles, between the 3D and the 5D. I'm getting goosebumps. Like, I don't know who this is, but whoever you are, you received your calling, and this is why you've been transitioning so much. Everybody hears the calling, okay? To the point where it becomes undeniable. Like, you'll see it everywhere, right? It takes so much more effort to shut it out than to hear it. Like, everybody hears that calling, but not everybody follows the calling. And so you are someone who did, and this is why you're being granted more power and more access. And this is leading you straight into the sun. It's like you finished some kind of 10-year cycle in your life. Like, this is official. It's over. Whatever effery you went through, whatever betrayal, whatever painful endings you went through, this is an official ending. And now you're coming into your next 10-year cycle, which is the sun, major arcana. 1 + 9, which is the 19 for the sun, is the 10. The next 10-year cycle of your life is in this energy of the Hierophant to the sun, okay? Joyful, blissful, satisfied, fulfilled. It's like you're not taking yourself too seriously now, okay? It's like why so serious is all I keep hearing. Like, why so serious? It's like these people think it's the end of the world. That's why they're fighting so hard for that little bit of fire, right? Versus, you know, focusing on the sun. A fire, you have to keep it going, right? And on top of that, you have to compete with all these people to get the little bit of fire, and then you have to feed it, right? your eyes and your gaze are set on the sun, okay? That's much more reliable, and you're thinking long-term, you're thinking generationally, and this is why you've been granted the keys to the castle, the keys to heaven. Your connection with the divine is going to continue to expand and grow. And a lot of people won't understand why your life is like a miracle, like why you're able to manifest your way into the biggest blessings. Some people manifest by doing the work, okay? And that's like manifestation you're not supposed to, right? Like you're supposed to use the laws of the universe and not the laws of the world to get the things that you want, right? To where, again, you cannot even explain it. That's why people call it a miracle, because it's not logical. And this is what you're going to see in your life a lot more magic. Whereas other people, they just work super hard to get to those goals. And yeah, they attain it, but they do it the earthly way. And so you're getting higher guidance and higher knowledge. So Hierophant, 2 of Cups. This is beautiful. Let me clarify the 6 of Cups. I want to know a little bit more about the 6 of Cups. Someone wants to reconcile with you. I don't know if it's someone from here, right? From these energies that caused the betrayal, or just someone from your past. I don't know. We'll clarify. Holy Spirit, what is the 6 of Cups in the reverse for Pisces? What is this about? Okay, 4 of Swords. Someone wants to heal something. 2 of Wands. The Emperor. The 3 of Wands. And then the 9 of Wands. Okay. Someone wants to heal something with you. 2 of Wands to 3 of Wands. Baby, it's okay. This guy's like snoring and having nightmares. You okay? 6 of Cups to 4 of Swords. Someone wants to heal something with you. Okay? Babies, you okay? 4 of Swords, 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, 9 of Wands, the Emperor. Okay. Why the Emperor, Holy Spirit? The Emperor? What is the Emperor doing here? Ace of Wands. Okay, someone wants to heal something with you, and they want an Ace of Wands. They want a passionate new beginning. But 2 of Wands to 3 of Wands, you're on your way out. You're actually looking into the horizon. Okay, you're ready to go. 2 of Wands. You may have stayed in a situation a little bit too long. 9 of Wands. Defensiveness towards this Emperor. Why the 9 of Wands, Holy Spirit? Why the 9 of Wands when it comes to the Emperor? 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So we have 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. There was some kind of juggling energy here. A back and forth. Should you stay? Should you go? Should you choose the past or choose the future, right? And you chose the future, okay? Because 2 of Wands, we actually had these cards yesterday, okay? Yesterday's reading. These are divided energies, okay? Only one of the 2s, which is right here. You have 222, by the way. If you're into numerology or angel numbers, I would strongly suggest looking into this number. 222 is supposed to be a master builder number. But again, specifically with these cards, the 2 of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Wands, it creates divided energy. You're either going to stay or you're going to go. You're going to choose the past or you're going to choose the future, right? It's a juggling kind of energy. This is juggling right here. And you decided not to juggle. You decided to move on to bigger and better things. So 3 of Wands, looking into the horizon for your ships to come in and not allowing anything from your past to hold you in a healing cycle, okay? Guys, so I'm going to be very honest here. You know how some people say, oh, you know, some things happen because you need to have this lesson, or you needed to heal this about your life. It's like, how many times do you have to go through the exact same thing to learn the exact same lesson, right? It's no longer beneficial. Like when it comes to your soul and your soul's lessons, like your soul is so much more advanced than just your spirit, right? Or your human self. So there's a lot of things that you just don't really have a need to repeat. Like whoever you are, Pisces, Hierophant coming in, you're very advanced spiritually, and you also have a very old soul. So a lot of these like earthly lessons are kind of like beneath you. Not that you're better than, but it's the fact that you already went through it, right? You already have that lesson. That's why your heart has a lot of compassion and a lot of love for people, right? Because you kind of view them as like kids, right? Like kids, right? Like they're so kind of like worried about like fighting for that little bit of light that they don't mind kind of going against each other, right? When you can kind of see everything from the top. And you're like, dang, if they only knew that like there's more to it, right? It's not just like living day by day, or it's not just like betraying one another to try and get that little bit of fire. Like if they all worked as a team, they could keep that fire going for everybody, right? Or they could even just focus on something greater than just the fire, focus on the sun, right? It's like they're short-sighted. They don't see the bigger picture. And so for you, it's not beneficial to stay in these collaborations because it doesn't do anything for you or your soul lessons. Like you're onto bigger and better things, and you get that, right? So for you to stay in this situation is just a comfort zone. It's not adding to your knowledge. It's not giving you a new lesson, right? It's like you already went through that. It's not a part of your curriculum. It might be for them, but it's not for you. So staying in these situations holds you back. It holds you back from your potential. And it keeps you in a healing cycle. Pisces, you don't need to heal, okay? I'm going to tell you right here, right now, like, you don't need to heal, okay? Your whole life is not about healing. Like, really think about it. Like, when it comes to therapy, when it comes to all these things, it's just a new, I don't want to say it this way, but I'm going to say it, right? Like, it's creating more income streams, you know, like the pharmaceutical industry, right? Like, they'll feed you things that then will later make you sick. So then you need to go to the doctor and then get you onto like medicine that then you need medicine to heal you from the medicine that effed you up in the first place, right? It just creates, it's all about money, right? When it comes to the system. And so when it comes to therapy and healing, like, yeah, it's necessary. Like everybody has to do the healing work. But then how much healing is too much healing? How much of it, like, if you really think about it, like healing wasn't a really big thing back in the days, right? Because people had to go to war and people had to face like really like crazy stuff. Like you didn't even hear about healing, right? Like people just kind of cope with it and they just kind of, you know, went on with their lives. And so this is why this generation is so impacted by like healing and generational trauma, because this is the generation that's going to clear the trauma completely, neutralize it, and we're starting from a blank slate, because the world that we're walking into is not the same world that we've lived in. It's not the whole like history repeats itself kind of situation. Like we're seriously walking into the golden age. And this is the Sun card. This is the Hierophant. This is why you're one of the spiritual teachers that is being called in. So Pisces, if you hear the calling, right? Like whoever you are, you heard the calling, you've taken those steps. But a lot of you are meant to step into positions of leadership or positions of power because of your knowledge, because of your understanding, because of your compassion, because of your heart, but most of all because of your wisdom. The Hierophant's not just the Hierophant just because, right? Like he's attained a level of wisdom that's allowed him the keys to the castle, the keys to heaven. So whatever the situation is, if someone wants to heal something with you, it's an Emperor, okay? This is a masculine energy. The Emperor is Aries. Doesn't necessarily have to be an Aries, but yeah, it's an energy of, it's a very masculine energy. So I don't know who this is. This could be a very like strong energy in your life from your past. Could be some kind of a guide or a mentor or a boss, or someone that you used to look up to, or a father figure. I don't know who this is for you, but this is an Emperor. They want to heal something with you. Six of Cups, there's still some kind of emotional connection. Four of Swords, they want to bring healing some way, somehow. But Two of Wands, the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, it's not in your best interest to stay in this situation, right? It really is not. Three of Wands, your advice from the divine is to go for the bigger and better things, to look out into the horizon. There's nothing back there for you, okay? I don't know for who that is, specifically who that message is for, but your ships are coming in from the horizon, right? Your ships are not coming in from the past. Look, see? Two of Wands, this is the 2 to the 3, okay? What's back here is just a comfort zone. What's back here is something very familiar, whereas, yeah, you can dream, you can view the world map, or you can actually go out there and live it, right? It's a whole different kind of like ball game. And I don't know what this was in your life. I don't know if you were trying to be present for someone in your life that you cared about or that you invested into, but to you it was boring, right? It was like for your soul, for your spirit, it was only holding you in a comfort zone. Like you were meant to move forward, okay? So whoever you are, you did the right thing for moving forward, and your ships are coming in from here, from the horizon, not from the past. There's nothing back here. There's nothing new back here. Some of you might have juggled this decision, okay? Should I stay? Should I go? Should I hold on? Should I let go? And you decided to release and let go. And now you're able to step into this brand new beginning, right? This is your ships coming in. Any kind of delays, which again, we have the delay card here. This is so many delays to the point where it's stagnation. Like it's no longer moving, right? And this is the anticipation, knowing that it's coming in. Like you feel it. Like you can almost see your ships coming in, like into view. Right? And this is why her surfboard is in hand, because she's not just going to allow those ships to come all the way to shore. Like she's going to swim halfway to meet those ships, whatever those ships are for you. Okay. The future is always better than the past, right? So release and let go. You made the right choice. In case you doubt it, like whether you made the right choice or not, you did. Okay. You can still care for a person. You can still love a person from afar, but you're always meant to keep moving forward. You're always meant to keep trailblazing. So I see a little bit of defensiveness here with the 9 of Wands. I don't know who this person is for you. Could be a father figure, could be a boss, a mentor, a guide, just a very strong masculine presence. They are from your past though. 6 of Cups, this is someone from your past. And they want an Ace of Wands. They want a brand new beginning. But look, you're at a 3 of Wands. This is just an ace. This is the 1, okay? This is a new beginning, okay? You're already at a 3. So there's no need to go back. I'm going to clarify this a little bit more, just in case. Holy Spirit, what do you want Pisces to know about this Ace of Wands? What is your advice for Pisces when it comes to the Ace of Wands here? The Chariot. Someone's determined. Someone from your past is determined to come back into your life. Tell me more about this Ace of Wands. What is your advice for Pisces? How should Pisces go about this Ace of Wands? King of Wands in the reverse. The Hangman. Okay, yeah, okay. Pisces, keep going, keep moving forward. I don't know who this is for you, okay? But it feels like an energy from your past. This is your energy, this is theirs. The Chariot, they're very determined to come back in. Ace of Wands, this is what they want. They want an Ace of Wands, but you're already at a 3 of Wands. So that's kind of backtracking, all right? So 9 of Wands, there's a level here of, I'm not getting defensiveness, I'm getting boundaries. And yeah, I'm getting a clear, it's like drawing the line on the sand. Like, you're over there, I'm over here, right? It's that kind of situation right here. Yeah, because you're moving on. This is where you're meant to go, all right? All your opportunities, the future is always better than the past. So there's no need to reminisce, right? And I'm not getting that it's you who's reminiscing. I'm getting 6 of Cups to 4 of Swords. Someone wants to heal something from the past that kept you in a comfort zone and that kept you juggling. Whereas you were meant to move forward, okay? So Ace of Wands, King of Wands in the reverse to the Chariot to the Hangman. Something here that you may want to see from a different perspective, okay? Maybe there's something that you don't know about the situation fully, but you're meant to keep going forward, right? It's like, yeah, forgiveness granted, access denied. I just keep hearing that. I don't know who this is, but it's a past energy, okay? It's a past energy, someone that you already know. Holy Spirit, what do you want Pisces to know about the King of Wands in the reverse? Queen of Cups in the upright. Fire and water. I just got like full body chills right now. Okay, so there's actually a verse. I don't know what song this is. There's a verse. It's like, you were red, I was blue. And it was like, you were red, I was blue, then you touched me. It's like it transformed your color. When this person touched you, it changed your color from what it was. It's like the red was attracted to the blue because it was blue. But once the red touched the blue, it changed the color, it changed the essence. King of Wands in the reverse. There's a taker, there's a giver. I'm going to be straight up. King of Wands in the upright is a very beautiful energy, but in the reverse, it's not. There's a taker and there's a giver. You are the Queen of Cups, whether you're male or female. Okay, this is your energy, Pisces, and this is a King of Fire. So this could vary. I'm getting strong Aries right here because we have the Emperor and we have the King of Wands. Strong Aries for some of you. This was in Aries. Could also be a Leo, getting strong Leo because of the lion, or it could be a Sagittarius because these are the 3 fire signs, okay? One of those 3. You were red, I was blue, then you touched me, right? And then the color changes. It changed your essence whenever this person touched you or came into your frequency, came into your energy. You see how when these colors unite, like these two different cups, they unite, they kind of create this rainbow. This is different. This is something else. This is something from the past that was holding you in a certain situation that you were not meant to stay in. Because King of Wands in the upright, dang, power couple, like these guys are going to take over the world. In the reverse, nah. Nah. That's a taker. This is the giver, right? It's like they touched you. The red touches the blue, and the blue's color, like it changes. And not in a rainbow, beautiful, colorful kind of way. Wow, okay, I just heard something. Oh, wow, okay, I just heard something. Okay, they take it because they need it, all right? They take it because they need it. You were somebody's prayer. Like, I'm getting strong Aries energy. This might have been an Aries in your life from your past, okay? Or a Leo, strong Leo. Could also be a Sagittarius, but strong fire sign coming in. A fire sign that was a taker in your life. Doesn't necessarily have to be that sign, but they could very well have either fire placements in their chart or embody that energy. Strong fire energy coming in. The Chariot, yeah, coming in fast. Pisces, keep going, all right? Your ships are coming in from the horizon. You're looking towards the future, not towards the past. Someone took it because they needed it, right? Someone took your healing energy, your kindness, your generosity because they needed it, right? It's not fair to you. The Hangman is someone who is self-sacrificing. Whoever this fire sign was in your past, I'm gonna say it again, strong Aries, they took it from you because they needed it. You gave them some kind of healing. Queen of Cups doesn't really have to do much. Her presence, her voice, whether you're male or female, this is the card that represents your energy, whether it's the King of Cups or the Queen of Cups, right? This is what represents you, Pisces. This represents the other person. Your presence, your essence, just like your energy alone, just being around you, you're naturally healing. You're connected to the magic. This is Neptunian energy. They were red, you were blue. Then they touched you, and then it changed your color, it changed the essence. Because they didn't just touch you, they took it, right? Whatever this healing energy was, whatever, it's like they didn't really have to take it. It's like, you see how she's kind of like up in the open? She's like, she's offering it. But this was a taker. Something about what they did created an imbalance, right? That's why Six of Cups is in the reverse and then the Four of Swords is in the upright. You had to heal that. You had to heal that. Which again, you're naturally a healer. He's not, or she's not. So it's like for you, you can always replenish that cup. But it was a painful thing because Four of Swords is being in your coffin. It's literally, she's all heart. Like she guides with her heart, whether it's he or she, right? They lead from the heart. They're compassionate, they're generous. This is why out of the entire tarot deck, they're the only ones that have been crowned, right? Because they're tuned into the emotions, they're tuned into empathy, right? When you're not an empathetic kind of person, you simply will not care, right? And royalty, like the original purpose for royals, okay, was to be noble, right? Was to be caring. And then greed and power kind of took over and they started to abuse the townspeople and tax the ish out of them, right? Like seriously, overwork them because they lost that touch to empathy. And this is why you've been crowned. This is why these are the only two royals in the entire tarot deck that have received their crown, because they're generous, they're giving, they're noble, right? And so whatever they took from you, again, whether King or Queen of Cups, it's like you took your heart out. Whatever this was, it's like maybe you gave so much of yourself that she ends up taking her heart out to try and heal or to not feel. So it goes from water to swords. Yeah, they were red, you were blue, okay? The red was attracted to the blue because it was blue. And then they took it, they changed the color, they tainted it, right? And now there's a whole healing situation. So I'm going to be very straight up, Pisces. I don't know for who this is. This is kind of taking the reading somewhere else, right? But someone from your past is coming in. They're trying to heal something with you. But all they can offer is an ace, okay? You don't need an ace. An ace is a 1. You're already at a 3. What you want is coming in, right, from the future. It's coming in because you're looking towards the future. You're looking towards brighter days, the sun. You're not looking at the past. The past is gloomy. This is the dawn, right? This is dawn right before the sunrise. This is that final push, holding it down, drawing that line on the sand. This is water energy. Water tends to merge. Water tends to just flow. It just kind of like takes you in, right? Whereas here, you're being guided to kind of draw that line on the sand. This is mine, this is yours. You belong over there, I belong over here. That kind of energy. But I wonder why they're showing up as an emperor when it's clarified by the King of Wands in the reverse. This could also be someone who matured from the King of Wands in the reverse to an emperor, but doesn't necessarily have to be. Like, I'm going to clarify a little bit more, Pisces. I don't know. I feel like it's taking the reading somewhere else, okay? I don't know who this is. I keep hearing Aries, okay? I keep hearing Aries. I don't know why. Aries or Leo, could also be Sagittarius. It's a fire sign or have strong fire placements, or they just come off like that. Like, they just act out of their fire energy. Yeah, because even Chariot, when they see what it is that they want, they don't really care about hurting anybody's like feelings or like creating any kind of collateral damage. Like, they're very driven to the point where they just kind of like whatever's in the way, whatever's in the path, like they don't really care. Like, they just will trample it, right? That's the shadow side to the Chariot. Which again, the Chariot is a very beautiful energy because it means that nothing's gonna stop you. You're unstoppable. You learn how to master your shadow and your light, and you're able to coax both of these energies towards the same goal, which is very admirable. Very few people can do this. This is a Cancer card, by the way. Yeah, it's like that water energy, that Cancerian energy. But yeah, the shadow side is they don't care about the collateral damage. So it's like if they're going for something specifically, this is why they can take. Okay? That's why it's King of Wands in the upright. Yeah, he has a free spirit, right? Like, he's driven by spirit, by passion. Like, he's the entrepreneur. In the reverse, selfish, right? Like, egomaniac, right? Like, arrogant, right? A taker. Most of all, taker, because you show up in your power. Like, you show up doing everything good. Like, yeah, they took it because they needed it. But that doesn't mean that it was fair to you. Again, all they can offer is an ace. Pisces, keep going. You have a 3 of Wands. Okay, Holy Spirit, what do you want Pisces to know about the Queen of Cups and the King of Wands in the reverse? What is this like? What is this together? Like, what do you want Pisces to know? 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. 5 of Swords, a headache. The Lovers at the bottom of the deck. Whoa. Okay, I'm going to be very honest, Pisces. I don't want to say it this way, but I'm going to say it this way. 10 of Cups. You fill up their cups, right? Like, you bring a lot of emotional fulfillment to this person, but they bring you a headache. It's like you are already in the waters. Do you see this? She's already in the waters. She's already emotionally fulfilled. She's already connected, right? He or she, okay, this is Pisces. This is your card. Both of these are water energy, right? They come to you because they feel connected and emotionally fulfilled, right? But them to you is just a headache. 5 of Swords. They don't do much for you, okay? What they do for you is having to constantly heal yourself. 5 of Swords, headache, right? 9 of Wands, having to draw the line, which this is not your natural element. You're not the type to be like, hey, like, that's your itch. Like, this is the line on the sand. You don't cross over. That's not you. Because you're water. You're like, let's merge, right? Like, let's come together. Like, that's the energy of the water. It just kind of like, it will consume you. It will merge with you. It will kind of just bring you back in. It will swallow you, basically. But the fire is different. Fire and water are 2 different elements. They don't mix. They don't mix. But it does create a very like beautiful dynamic. It's a very beautiful kind of energy. But the thing is, whoever this fire king is from your past, specifically from your past 6 of Cups in the reverse, they're not a real, I don't want to say real, but they're like the shadow side of the king. Okay? They're not like the noble, like free-spirited, fiery, kind of like passionate soul. No, they show up in the shadow. So they embody the shadow qualities of the King of Wands. This is why they take it, right? So you to them, 10 of Cups. Wow. Like, you're the emotional fulfillment. Like, you're the fairy tale. You're the happy endings. Them to you, 5 of Swords. Headache. Okay? Like, straight up. Whoa. And it takes you out of your element. It brings you back into the swords. It brings you back into the mind space. I don't know what this is for you, but it's someone from your past, Pisces. I can't shake this up. This is taking the reading somewhere else. Guys, I'm gonna start doing extendeds because I feel like anytime we clarify, it dives deeper, right? So it's gonna get more specific. Whereas we start with the general messages, when we clarify, it goes deeper. So for those people that do resonate with the message, because again, we're almost going to an hour, it already is an hour. Okay, I will be creating extended so that we could dive deeper, who this person is, what this dynamic is. I have like full like body chills. This is someone that you already know. Okay, Holy Spirit, what is your advice for Pisces when it comes to this King of Wands in the reverse? What is your advice for them? Three of Cups. Okay, some of you may be reconciling, okay? Because Six of Cups to Three of Cups, this is reconciliation, but kind of like friendship, right? Like friend zone them. I just heard friend zone them. Yeah, keep it as a friendship. It's like at a distance, right? Yeah, because this is even like, maybe you even felt like this person was like family to you, like you just knew them so well. Like it could also be a soulmate, okay? Like soulmates don't always have to be romantic, but soulmates are not always who you're meant to be with, right? They see this with you, but them to you is a headache. It's a headache to deal with them. It's a headache to deal with, okay, it's a person who needs healing, but they'll take that healing. They won't learn to do it for themselves, so they're always a codependent person. They always become codependent. And that's what brings this headache to you, because you constantly have to replenish what they take, right? A beautiful dynamic is I give you this, you give me that, and then this creates the balance. Even if it's water and fire, it's actually a very beautiful dynamic, because the fire will bring happiness, right? A lot of happiness, and it will brighten your days, and that's something that you need as a Piscean, because Pisceans are deep souls. So they tend to swim in deep dark waters, okay? It's just part of it. So a King of Wands that is in the upright, they'll bring a lot of like happiness to your days. Like they'll literally make you feel alive, okay? And they'll make you very happy, and they'll brighten your days, and they'll make you optimistic, and they'll support you. Like they'll bring, like, it's like, yeah, like the world's in your hands. Like when you're together, you feel like undefeated, right? Like untouchable, and you bring connection and emotional fulfillment to them. So it's a very beautiful trade-off, right? But when one is out of balance, when one is acting from the shadow, they tend to be the codependent one, who then takes from the other one, and then the other one has to do extra work to bring the balance back in. So it's literally a mosquito energy. They are takers, right? So Three of Cups, maybe it's someone that you want to have like as a friend, right? Like forgiveness granted, access denied. I'm sorry, not sorry. I keep hearing that, okay? I don't know why it's coming in this way. It's like first they showed up as an emperor, but what was underneath the emperor is the King of Wands in the reverse, someone who's hurt. Okay, so what I'm getting also, because we also have a Two of Cups to the Three of Cups, some of you will be like friend zoning this person, okay? But others of you, Two of Cups, this is the thing, you can't wait for people to change, right? Would you rather train a puppy, or would you rather get a canine that's already fully trained, right? Because you are someone who's already at the Hierophant level, okay? You have a position of power, a position of leadership, like you're meant to step into this. You're meant to teach what it is that you know, right? You're very close to the divine, and part of your mission, part of your purpose is to share what the divine has shared with you. And this is how you come to your happiest times in your life, and also your most abundant times. You are meant to live a joyful, blissful life, okay? Because you're not over here learning the ABCs. You're not learning the 1, 2, 3s. You're not learning like this basic stuff, right? You're not even from this realm, right? So you're so much more connected to the divine and to the heavens than you are to this earth. So a lot of these lessons don't really add value to you, right? You don't have to figure out how to get to that fire when your sights are set on the sun, right? It's like it's below you. So you need to learn your place in this world as far as what's going to actually fulfill you, what's going to actually make you happy, right? Your cups are only empty when you're in a place that you're not meant to be in. Two of Wands, when you're in a comfort zone where you already know all there is to know about that place, that person, that situation, is no longer like ringing your bells, right? It's no longer like teaching you anything new. That's why you're advised to look towards the horizon. Continue choosing the future over the past. Your brighter days are ahead. They're not in the past. Okay, Holy Spirit, for this Three of Cups, what do you want Pisces to know about this Three of Cups? Any final advice for Pisces? Okay. High Priestess in the reverse. Okay. All right, there's something here. The Temperance. So 2 major arcanas and the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. I think this just like this changed a little bit. Why is the High Priestess in the reverse, Holy Spirit? What does Pisces need to know about the High Priestess in the reverse? High Priestess is Pisces, Temperance is Sagittarius, 9 of Pentacles is Independence. The Lovers, whoa, okay, hang on a second. There's something here. Okay, there's something here. Pisces, I'm going to start doing extendeds again because we are going deep. I don't know who has kept up with the reading so far. I don't know for who this is, but this is going very specific. And I'm getting goosebumps as I say this. But 3 of Cups here, 2 of Cups. There's something here that you're not listening to your intuition about this connection. Something has changed about the situation. The Lovers is here. There's a choice to be made. What is this? What is the Lovers? Is this a choice or is this a union, Holy Spirit? Is this coming together with another or is this a choice that Pisces needs to make? 8 of Swords in the reverse. I don't know if you guys can see the cards. Let me move this a little bit. I'm gonna move the cards. Okay, so to clarify this 3 of Cups, we have the High Priestess in the reverse, which is your card, Pisces. Then we have the Temperance. Then we have the 9 of Pentacles. Then we have the 8 of Swords in the Lovers. This feels like a personal. I don't know who I'm tapping into. Okay, there's some kind of reconciliation and union coming in, but there's something that there's some messages trying to come in about this reconciliation or about this union that you may not be tuning into. 8 of Swords, trapped in a mental prison. Overanalyzing, analysis paralysis, feeling tied up. Not being able to tune into your intuition when it comes to this union. Yeah, it's a union. For some of you, this is, okay, guys, I don't know for who this is, but for some of you, this is straight up a union, okay? The Lovers is here, between the High Priestess and the Temperance to 9 of Pentacles. Can you guys hear the siren? Okay, like, yeah, okay, there's something here to look at. You may have overlooked something. Your intuition is telling you something about this union, and you're not tuning into that. Like, there's some messages trying to come in. You're not trusting your intuition when it comes to this union. 9 of Pentacles to 8 of Swords in the reverse. Something in the past made you feel entrapped. Okay? Something in your past made you feel entrapped, restricted, blindfolded. I don't know if it was people that you used to associate with, right? It's like the kind of people that want to keep you all to themselves or want to put you in their pocket or that want to restrict you or tie you down, right? Whether it's like in the workplace, in relationships, growing up. Like, some of you may have experienced people trying to like keep you in their pocket, like kind of like keep you to themselves, like put you in a box, right? It's like there's some 8 of Swords, there's some shadows from your past that are affecting some kind of union or connection or collaboration now. The Lovers, see? High Priestess, Temperance, Major Arcana to Major Arcana, the Lovers, a union. 9 of Pentacles, seeking freedom. Seeking freedom, and some of you may be hyper independent because in your past, whenever you came into a connection or a collaboration, people tried to restrict you, people tried to tie you down, people tried to control you. And now it's just a shadow of your past, right? But maybe some of you seek hyper independence or being like doing things yourself, right? Because you never want to be placed in this position again. Like some people might have taken advantage. It's like you bring this very beautiful, abundant, fruitful energy into dynamics, and then people kind of just want to lock that down or tie that down. But Spirit is saying is you're not this person anymore, right? You've grown and you've advanced to this next level where people can't do this, right? They can't put you in a box anymore. They can't put you in their pocket. But some of you may be still running away from the shadows of your past when people tried to do this to you. And now you seek to kind of do your own thing, go your own way, be hyper independent for some of you. And the Hangman coming in as your card is saying, view things from a different perspective because people can't tie you down. This is someone who's become untethered. It's like if you want to experience this 10 of Cups, right? It requires a collaboration. It requires coming together, the Lovers to 10 of Cups, right? So it's like the 9 of Pentacles, it will get you far, right? It will. It's a very abundant, self-sufficient, independent kind of beautiful energy. It's like you're doing your thing and you're kind of attracting everything to you. You're in the Garden of Eden. Everything grows here, right? But it can only take you so far. It's a 9. You're trying to get to a 10. Completion. The 10 is the happy endings. It's the fairy tale. It's the fulfillment. This is the 9 right before the 10. So, okay, some of you are going to be coming into union, all right? But you may be ignoring your intuition when it comes to whatever this union is. Because I see an Emperor clarified by the King of Wands in the reverse, and then the Temperance coming in. And then I see your energy showing up as the High Priestess in the reverse, the Queen of Cups. The Hangman, these 3 cards are all your energy. And then the Hierophant is traditional. It's like a higher level of commitment. So some of you straight up, there's a union coming in that you're ignoring your intuition when it comes to this union because you're trying to stay in the 9 of Pentacles. You don't want anyone to kind of do this to you, okay? But it's in the reverse. They can't do this to you. They can't. It's just your shadows from your past. Like as a kid, like you might have been placed in situations that were completely like out of your control, right? And they placed you through a lot, right? And so now you never want to be in a position where you're vulnerable to those kinds of situations that can entrap you. It's like some of you just seek freedom to the point of, yeah, hyper independence, to the point where it can only get you so far. To get to the next level, it's a 10, right? To the 9 to the 10. Faster alone, further together kind of situation here. I don't know who this is from you, but 6 of Cups to 4 of Swords, this might be someone you already know, Pisces. Like, I'm just going to have to put it out there. Keep looking towards the horizon. Your direction is moving forward, but there's something here trying to be like mended or rebirthed. 2 of Cups to 3 of Cups. 6 of Cups in the reverse, reconciliation. All right, this is straight up an extended right here. Like, all right, Holy Spirit, any final advice for Pisces when it comes to this situation? What do you want Pisces to know? The World in reverse, unfinished business. There's some unfinished business. Yeah, it's definitely someone that you already know, someone from your past. Unfinished business. There's a healing coming in. All right, and then the angel number coming in for you is 1158. It says 1158 spiritually means that you have to work hard and associate yourself with people who are willing to support you. Basically, you have the advantage of making your life extremely successful. Equally, have the courage to take action. The angel number 1158 talks about new beginnings and opportunities. Take the time to meditate and make the necessary changes. 1158 symbolism indicates that you have to change your attitude in order to move past your fears. Actually, you have success in your hands. Basically, it is your responsibility to take chances and go after your dreams. It says here, summary, 1158 everywhere implies that this is the right moment to act and make things real. In other words, living a real life symbolizes that you will succeed. Yeah, so what I'm getting here with the Hierophant, you have a lot of this divine knowledge and this divine connection, but with the Page of Pentacles here, you're meant to ground that. And there's some people that are meant to help you with that process. So it's this associate to those people, right? Equally, you need to do something that you love and will take you to a valuable future. And that will take you to a valuable future. This is the right time to take advantage and accomplish your dreams. Okay, so that's 1158. That's your angel number. Okay, 222 is also coming up for you, so you might want to look into that. So where were we? So yeah, the World in the reverse. There's some unfinished business here. Someone from your past, reconciliation. 3 of Cups to 2 of Cups, union to the Lovers. High Priestess and the Temperance. The Temperance is all about balancing dualities, right? Whereas the High Priestess is showing up in the reverse. You're ignoring your intuition when it comes to this. Yeah, there's some messages trying to come in about this situation, and you may be ignoring your intuition. What is your intuition telling you about this? Okay, I'm gonna get some from the Oracle, and then that's it. I'm gonna wrap this up because this is straight up like a reading plus an extended. Yeah, I don't like to do these on here because this is supposed to be general, right? Whenever we go down to clarifying, that's gonna be more so on the extended side. So I don't know who you are and what this is for you, but there's something to look at here. Your intuition is trying to tell you something about the Lovers, something about this union. Holy Spirit, what is your final advice for Pisces in regards to this Lovers, to this union? Clear your energy. Happiness and go within. Okay, yes, the dreams. Okay, yeah, so it's like you're more connected to the ethereal realms. You're more connected to the emotional fulfillment, the dreams, the Neptunian kind of energy. But someone here, I'm getting strong fire sign, okay? Because we have Aries strongly, Leo, and also Sagittarius. But look, we have the Sun and we have happiness right here, okay? We have dreams and then we have emotional fulfillment. Where is it? 10 of Cups right here. So 2 different decks. It's like you're more dominant in this energy here, but whoever this energy is like they're bright, like they shine bright like the sun. Like they're gonna bring a lot of happiness and optimism into your life, and you bring a lot of this like emotional connection, emotional fulfillment, connection to the other side. It's like this is a very beautiful kind of collaboration, but it requires you to clear your energy, okay? Because something has changed, something has shifted here, and who you used to know is not the same person. Although I have to say the King of Wands is still showing up in the reverse, but then we have the Emperor in the upright, and then we have the Temperance in the upright. So I don't know what this is, but this is someone that you already know. 6 of Cups in the reverse. Clear your energy so that you can receive the intuitive guidance that you need in regards to this connection, because it's going to bring a lot of happiness, and through this happiness you're going to be able to manifest your dreams. Okay, it's like, yeah, it's like water and fire, right? One is bright and happy, the other one is emotionally fulfilling and connecting. One is optimistic, an optimistic kind of energy that brightens your day, and the other one's the one that, again, brings that meaningful connection, that fulfillment. Yeah, the Moon and the Sun, okay? Feminine and masculine. There's a beautiful union coming in, okay? I don't know who you are, but this is a very beautiful reading. Horizon, like keep moving forward, but there is something kind of coming back in here for some kind of reconciliation. There's a lot of potential, but it's going to require you to clear your energy so that you can receive the guidance and the intuition, because some of you may be the type to just be like, you know what, I learned too much from my past, I'm not going to repeat those lessons. 8 of Swords in the reverse, like people tend to kind of try to entrap you or to try and kind of put you in a box or something like that, whereas the 8 of Swords in the reverse, it was somewhere here. Here it is. Okay? This is what used to happen in your past, but you're no longer this person. People can't do this to you anymore, right? So because of the 8 of Swords, you went 9 of Pentacles. Where's the 9 of Pentacles? Right here. Because of this, you did this. Okay? But this is a chapter that is coming to an end, because you went 8, 9. In order to get to the next level, it's a 10. Something needs to change here. There is some kind of collaboration, some kind of union. All right, that's it, guys. Blessings. Take care.